What's going on YouTube? On today's video, I'm going to What's going on YouTube? On today's video, I'm going to talk about my background and how I started my first ever e-commerce dropshipping business. 2 years ago, I was working in a job that I hated, so I was lost. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was literally like reading books. I've read a lot of books, and I was just going crazy because I was thinking like there is more to life than just being stuck in one place, doing the same thing again and again and again. And especially it was a retail job where it was crazy, like it wasn't for me. So I was just trying to figure out what my purpose is in life. So after going on so many sleepless nights, trying to figure out how to make money online, as everyone does, like you just jumping into your laptop, you type in like how can I make money, how to make money, the quickest way to make money online, or how to become a millionaire or billionaire. It all like I've started like that as well, and I know a lot of people that do exactly the same thing, that just jump into their laptops or computers and be like, yo, let's figure out a way to make money online. I would say that you can 100% start making money on the internet. I wouldn't say it's the easiest way, but it's doable. You can do it. If I was able to do it, anyone else can do it. You know, I wasn't that kind of a very smart guy, or I knew how to use computers and that. I was just a normal guy, just like me and you. But I've decided, you know what, I'm gonna step up my game and start taking action. If I didn't take action, probably I will not be where I am today. But I had to take action. I was like, no, because I wasn't happy. You know, if you're not happy with something, you change it, because you're not a tree. A tree is standing in one place and it's gonna stay there for the rest of its life, maybe for millions and millions of years, unless someone of course comes and cuts it. But you're a human being, you're lucky, you got legs, you move on, you got your brain, you think about different ideas, different business ideas, different things, you know. That's how it started with me as well, because I was like going crazy. And then all of a sudden I came across this YouTube channel that was talking about dropshipping, how you can set up your e-commerce business where you don't have to have products in your store, in your house or in your warehouse, and you get someone who can ship the products to your customers, you know, without you having inventory or all of this kind of stuff. And for me at that time, it sounded too good to be true, because I was thinking this can't be possible, because when you start your business, you must have products in a warehouse, and when your customers make orders, then you have to go and ship them yourself. I didn't know anything about dropshipping. I didn't know anything about online marketing. I didn't know anything about Facebook ads, Google ads, and all this kind of stuff. But after I've started digging deep into this kind of e-commerce and dropshipping in general, I was like surprised, because there's a lot of people out there that are making a lot of money. And that's in e-commerce dropshipping with Shopify. Or this one thing is that's called Amazon FBA. That's a whole different thing as well. But for me, I was like, wow, this sounded too good to be true, but it is actually true. So I started learning, literally staying up all night, going to work, and on that job I was doing before, I had some weird shifts. Sometimes you do early from 9 to 6, and then sometimes you do from 12 to 9 in the evening, it was crazy. So even though I come home late, really late, have dinner, and then jump straight into my computer and start learning, taking action, and just I'll tell you something, there is no shortcuts to success, you know. And I wouldn't say that I'm already successful, and yes, I've made it a choice to change my life, and I did it. It's good to know that you're financially free. You don't have to worry about paying bills, or you got insurance to pay, you've got phone bill to pay, you've got this and that. It's good to wake up in the morning knowing that, you know what, I'm not worried about paying bills. All I'm worried about now is making the next move, making the next thing, you know, bringing new ideas to life and starting your other businesses or whatever it is. So that's when I thought, you know what, this dropshipping might work. So after that, I did a lot of research, as I said, and I read a lot of books. And there was this book in particular that I remember I was with a good friend of mine, just not long ago actually. Like, I've read this book before, but it didn't make sense to me. It's the 4 Hour Week Work, you know, by Tim Ferriss. So I read it. I think it was 2 years ago, but I was like, oh man, I just didn't get what the message was. But now, you know, if you guys want, you can go and read that book as well. It's one of the best books out there that you can learn a lot from as well. And he mentioned dropshipping, but at that time I just read it briefly. You know, when sometimes you read books, you just go through things quickly and then that's it. Yeah, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna start my first store. Literally, I've started about 3 or 4 stores and they all failed because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Yes, I had this idea in my head that yes, you go and create your Shopify store and then you go to AliExpress and you just import products and put them in your store and that's it. And then you drive traffic from Facebook or from Google and that. But that's not how it works. You really have to put in the work and understand your market, of course, and understand what kind of audience or people are going to buy your products. It's a whole different topic that we're going to talk about on the next videos. So yeah, so I failed on the first store. It was a clothing store where I was selling random stuff from China and it just didn't make sense. And it was another one, and if I remember, it was something to do with what was it? Some kind of shoes, funny, funky ballerina shoes kind of stuff. It was a good niche actually. That was a very good niche. But the ballerina niche, but I just didn't understand it because I was in the middle of trying different things and I failed, and the third one failed, 4 failed, and in a space of 5 months, because literally I was just starting a store, a Shopify store. In 1 month, 2 months, I'd be like, yo, this is not working. But literally it takes more than that. But you learn from your failures more than you do in your winnings. This is you really have to learn to know that. The more you fail, the more you will learn. And then I opened a new store and it started doing really, really well. And it was enough for me to quit my job. And I wasn't making I was only making 5 figures, but you know, it got to the point in my life where I just hated the job that I was doing, and I was like, enough is enough, I gotta get out of here. And it wasn't an easy decision, because you, on the back of your mind, you're always thinking, what if something goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? But it should not be like that. Like, just sometimes the risk you take will reward you, you know? If you don't take risk, then that's it. You'll be stuck in one place doing the exact same thing again and again and again. So yeah, so last year, it was sometime last year, I went on holiday with a good friend of mine. So on the back of my mind, I was thinking, I know what I was gonna do the minute I go back. That's it, I'm done. I need to change my life around. I have to quit, because if I didn't quit my job, probably I won't be where I am today. It was one of the reasons that I had to just quit my job and focus on my thing. So after we came back from the holiday for a few days, me and my good friend, I've decided, that's it. It's time for me to move on with my life. Quit the job. It was hard at the beginning, and the first few days it was difficult, but you just have to get used to it. And then after that, I've launched a few more stores, and they were all successful, because then again, you know how the formula works. You know how the Facebook ads work. You know how Instagram influencers work. Then you just implement everything you've learned, and you do it again and again and again, and you will see the results. But it takes hard work, and guys, if you want the shortcuts, get a mentor. Like, get someone who will teach you the shortcuts. Not the shortcuts to make money, because there's no shortcuts to making millions, but there's shortcuts to creating something that will generate a little bit of money until you have an understanding of how the whole system works. Then you can start making 5, 6, 7 figures. And since then, I was very very lucky to have quit my job. That's what I would say, to have quit my job and focus on my thing, which is e-commerce and Shopify drop shipping, where I'm now. I've made 6 to 7 figures, and I'm heading towards like a few of my stores are doing nearly $1 million a year now. So yeah, so this is the quick story about myself and how I started an e-com business, and I hope guys you enjoyed it. And if you did like it or you have any comments, please comment below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more videos. We'll cover different topics in regards to dropshipping and e-commerce and all that. And again guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.